And hello everybody! Welcome to a rather unexpected Political Machine 2012 video. Um, I have to admit I've been kind of screwing around with this game a bit and kind of creating custom figures, if I want to call it that. And I've been experimenting with, you know, candidates who are not really around for the 2012 election, at least not that I know of. Um, I decided to, do candidates from 2020 and maybe 2016, but that's another story. Um, so I decided, you know what? Um, Hypothetical. Decided, you know what? Let's do a video of myself. I'm the candidate figure may appear a bit different for what you may have seen already in the videos I've already done. Um, Again, hypothetical. Like I said, I was kind of screwing around with this game. Um, so we got Rick Scott from Florida, hypothetical presidential candidate. I know we got Ron DeSantis. I'm just gonna slight rant here. Governor Ron DeSantis, like, yeah, I don't know about him. To be totally honest with you. Mike Pence. We're actually gonna do this little video on, going against, now former Vice President Mike Pence, and see what exactly happens. You may also notice that I decided to do normal difficulty instead of easy as I've done before. Um, just kind of make it seem a bit more, how do I put it? I don't know if I would say rigged. The way to go. Now I know, we're talking 2012 here, and the issues, at least a number of them, may not be as relevant, although there are still some from 2012 that are still relevant today. And let's be honest, I haven't kind of dreaming about running for president in the future. Of course, I probably won't be able to do it 35 unless someone wants to correct me on that. So I won't be able to really, run for president until at least 2032, I would think. But oh well. Oh, so you're gonna start like that? No. I'm gonna upgrade my headquarters. What I'm probably also going to do is in the old videos I used to do, which I recorded between December 2014 and 2017. I used to do my campaigns a bit differently. I used to focus more on the Midwest for some reason. I don't know. I can't really remember why I did it then, but because later I would find out about the whole battleground state dynamic. And battleground states tend to be, Florida, which is my home state, Georgia, which is where we're going to go to build an outreach center, yes. And just enter them like that, upgrade outreach center. I will create an advertisement saying I favor deficit reduction. Now, I know that we may never really, pay this deficit of ours off, but Um, Certainly the least we could do is try to reduce it, no matter how much we're able to reduce it by. So yeah. Alright, there's that. Minimal. We'll move up to Pennsylvania and create an ad on Obamacare, because I do favor the Affordable Care Act, as some people call it. You know. Nice. Okay. I will visit Michigan next, because that's another battleground state. At least if you're looking to, you know, election... Where did that come from? Election regularities. I think I just got my boards mixed up there when I try to, go for regularities. Yeah. Excuse me. But yes, just the whole part of the whole battleground dynamic as I was talking about. Anyway. Yeah, so an extra campaign headquarters just to make sure we get good money here. And yep. Favor that as well. Oh, yikes. The Gun Owners Association. Now, I can understand the whole, right to bear arms thing, but considering the whole, gun violence thing we've seen over recent years, I think people will understand if I also say, like, we need gun control. While it still, is within the bounds of the of its amendment, constitutional amendment, still, helps reduce the amount of gun violence we're seeing. But, I do support gay marriage. Give speech on let's see. The environment, definitely. So let's face it, if anyone believes that climate change is garbage, like, what's with you then? Because how else would you explain the weather? I mean, really, like, I know science, because some people may not necessarily believe in science. I know it can be, kind of bull at times. But, you know, um, there is some valid stuff going on there, I feel. Especially when it comes to space travel, are you kidding? Move up to Virginia. Okay. Next, I will support the Civil Liberties Union protecting the first. Go up to Ohio, because I guess that may be considered a battleground at points. Reducing unemployment, because obviously, people deserve to have a good paying job. Iowa. Farm subsidies. It's something to do with money, if I'm correct. Arizona. I got a special interest for something. smear merchant. I'll move him over to Florida because I'll see, you know, immigration. Uh, hmm. Now, if you want my personal stance on immigration, um, hold on. I certainly don't believe in this whole, you know, crap that's going on with, you know, banning certain, people from certain races from the country, or, you know, something to that effect. I don't know if maybe there's a stereotype in there somewhere, but certainly, um, let's say, for example, in a country somewhere, you know, there's turmoil. I mean, let's face it, where isn't there turmoil? What I would probably do is grant them a 2-year minimum visa that allows them to, you know, come over to America and live here, and at least until problems in their country have been resolved. Um, Now, yes, they may end up needing to, you know, pay taxes in this country in the meantime, but honestly, like, I think they may be able to accept a little sacrifice if that's what it takes to, you know, help them get back to a better life, if you know what I mean. But certainly something to that effect, you know. I'll come up to. Uh, I don't know what I just did, but I definitely didn't mean to do that. I'll create an odd, or I'll try to do something here. Cause, what do I want to do? I guess I'll just do newspaper. Why? Um, hmm. It seems that there's a bit of an argument slash debate on who really needs you know, the tax cut more versus another person. And you know, this other person, let's say, says, you know, oh no, you know, taxing the rich is absolutely not enough. You know, imagine the trouble. I mean, I think we're probably are in trouble as it is. I mean, let's face it. But still, like, uh, at least for now, though, I suppose I'll just do that because I can't really do anything else. Promotes the rights of workers to organize themselves for collective bargaining and protect the rights of workers. I certainly, you know, support that. Um, because it seems to me there are people who believe, you know, um, like let's say for example, you may hear people say, you know, it's you know unions that built the country and you know they built the middle class and all that. Um, while there's all support, thank you, and Nevada. Honestly, which one's the right one? Nevada, what? Either way. Um, Increasing employment, for sure. I may also need a little fundraising here. Honestly, that may have been garbage. Come back to Iowa. I suppose I'll take it into a yes. Right. The war in Afghanistan, man. Draw troops, hoping that would end the war. That had an effect I did not expect. What would that do? I'm not sure if I can really imagine. Despite the fact that it seems that, you know, we in the U.S. have spent, it seems somehow, that, when the redraw went into effect, the withdraw, went into effect, the Taliban ended up taking over. Take a band-aid off of a cut or something before it was done healing, and you ended up kind of bleeding out or something, or I don't mean to get graphic or anything, tear a scab off something, you bleed. Something to that effect, I think is what I would compare it to. So yeah, that was a rather unmitigated disaster. Now, what I probably would have done is, well, maybe not withdraw all troops, but at least, I may not know how many troops were over in Afghanistan exactly, but I would have drawn at least half that, not all. So at least we can maintain some kind of a presence there in Afghanistan while allowing a number of our troops to come home. Well, on top of where we're already coming home. I need to do fundraising down here. Thank you. I've decided to create a candidate of Beto O'Rourke from Texas. Because to be honest, Texas gave us, unless I'm getting the number wrong, 3 great presidents. They gave us, respectively. And I believe Texas can, or at least give us another, great vice, if nothing else. I will choose him. Who did he choose? Where's this guy? Oh, he chose Sarah Palin. Take a screenshot. Anyway, what's also normally I suppose Texas will end up being a battleground state now. Um, I suppose I'll give a speech first off. reducing reduction, reducing reduction, reducing the deficit. And reducing unemployment. Now, I believe Texas may be due to flip Dem again, or flip blue again. As Texas changes in all these different ways, they will probably want to consider exactly how they vote in the next election, which is 2024. They will probably want to consider, for example, what they've seen over the last, especially what, good stuff could happen if they decided to elect a Dem like myself. All the states that have voted Repub, as I'll call it, over the last decade or two, like, even with certain things that affect, like, that ridiculous gerrymandering as I heard about, they would still have to consider, are the things that they've seen over the last decade or two, really right, not just that, but I was also thinking, like, if I ever do run for president, right? Given the state that the Republican Party seems to be in at the moment, considering all the things Trump did, I would personally have at least one or two Repubs on my cabinet if I was to be elected. I don't know exactly who I would have on and where, but that was certainly an idea that I have. Not to mention, Repubs can get behind, not just Dems. So, yeah, that's what's up. Okay, where do I want to go next? I have an idea. Right, okay. Come back home. Support alternative energy. Support social... Yeah. Even though it seems people are getting screwed over by it at the moment. I believe what I would do is probably forego some sort of a reform that makes it. Well, that was the idea, at least. Alright, Yep, colored people. But no matter what, like, we've definitely seen things over the last 5 years that maybe we didn't see when Obama was in office, at least. They certainly weren't as bad, if nothing else. but it seems that only in the last, well, certainly the last year or two, if not the last 5 years, that certain problems were made worse, I guess. Some things may have gotten better, but some things certainly have gotten worse. Maybe that's just my opinion. I have no idea. I'll visit Illinois. And Obamacare, because, you know, Obama's from Illinois. Even though apparently Obama was born in Hawaii. But that's alright. Let's visit New Hampshire now, too. Because that's where... Is it the primaries I'm thinking about, or is it somewhere else? I'm sure someone could tell me. About the automotive industry. Which did crap. Right. Let's think about this. Yeah, I suppose I'll fly over to Wisconsin to deal with this guy again. I don't know, to be honest. Oh, that's a good question. Certainly support alternative fuels. I do have to say as well, there has been a push towards, you know, electric vehicles and all that. And while I'm sure electric vehicles are great and all, I'm like, you know, I believe there are other ways in which we could power our vehicles, to be honest. And certainly as long as those ways, you know, help us reduce our emissions and all that. But I'm also like, well, maybe I'm just thinking about worst case scenarios, but like, what if something happens and the vehicles are disabled? Like, let's say an EMP happened. What then? I mean, unless we greatly shield our, you know, electricity infrastructure, then who knows? But I guess regardless. I may... Then again, I suppose I did end up getting distracted. Provide tax returns, yeah. I would probably get that. Move up to Ohio. You better be, lols. what's concerning about it. It's trying to eat at my lead here. Go up to Missouri, I suppose. And then come back to Florida. A speech on... Let's see... More money for education, certainly. We'll do... Ridiculous. Let's see... Oh, whatever. Well, it's somebody helped bring awareness, but I don't know if I... Well... Green jobs. Oh well, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I don't think so. Oh well, so much of that. Let's see. Well, that's pretty much all I can do. See how this turns out. Oh well. At least it's that. Damn. Oh well. Although I do have to say, I was also thinking about having Amy Klobuchar as my vice presidential running mate if I ever ran. Oh well. Not bad. Well, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.